you see Stewart go sideways? Whoa. Manages to wheel and steer it back on course. But I think my heart was fluttering. I don't know about his.
Just another day at work for him.
Yeah, he probably said, what are you guys talking about?
Check it out.
There we
Another
go.
3 wide.
This is right behind Tony. 27 of Biffle's starting to get pushed back a little bit. He's got no help. He's hung out on the low side.
Tell you what we're seeing, these guys have been able to make some adjustments on these race cars, and they're getting a lot more racy now, which makes it a lot more fun for everybody.
Well, we have passed the halfway mark. And,
they're still sliding, though.
Still got a lot of racing to go, but you're right. They have picked up the tempo as far as the aggressiveness is concerned. Tony Stewart looking to go underneath the 22. As this battle up front, we keep swapping the lead. This could be our 7th lead change if it holds at the stripe. Coming down that backstretch, heading for turn number 3.
Check out how far Harvick has come now. Restarted 13th. Going for 2nd for Brad Keselowski right now.
And he's underneath him, and you're right, the 33. Kevin Harvick doing the job out on the track. You heard the displeasure of the last pit stop.
Tell you somewhere else that Kevin Harvick's been getting it done. That's at the shop. The top 2 cars came out of KHI.
Yeah, and you don't like those bad pit stops, but sometimes there's nothing like a little bad effort there, or you can fire it up. Yeah, get that driver going. So
the guys that are running 1-2 have won the last 5 nationwide races here at Daytona in February. Tony Stewart has won 4 of them, and in 07 it was Kevin Harvick. One guy who would love to win for his first time here at Daytona is in that 60 car, Carl Edwards. He finished 2nd last year to Stewart by 68 1,000th of a second. Kyle Busch down right behind him. Right now it looks like the 22 needs some help from Dale Jr. They both have slid back a little bit.
Yeah, and I talked about these cars driving better, but I tell you what, these guys are wheeling these race cars. They are sideways. They've just got them better now to where they can hang on to them.
61 of Josh Wise is doing the smart thing. He's getting up way high and saying, fellas, go on by. And that's exactly what they're doing. There's their top 5. We have passed halfway, but the fun is still more to come. I'm gonna go it alone. Multiple car crash, including Danica Patrick, among many others, here on the front straightaway. Brian Scott, the 21 of John West Townley. Colin Brown, the 31, is also in this mix of Stanton Barrett. That's what's left of the right front corner of Danica's car.
Yeah, this all developed in front of her. This crash did. She did a good job of avoiding most of it, but then just couldn't avoid all the cars in it.
Also in it is the 61 of Josh Wise, the 48 of Johnny Sauter. This is going to be a long one.
Wheels to the left. Go again.
That's what's left of Josh Wise's car. And there is Ricky Stenhouse Jr. And his debut here at Daytona is pretty well torn up, and he's on fire. Back to the 6. The 6 is on fire. We've got parts and pieces all over this racetrack. And there is the fire still going. Stenhouse is out of the car, but this baby is burning. Lower portion of your screen.
You can see just a little bit of misjudgment there.
Yeah, that was a lap
61
car.
got turned.
Josh Wise was a lap car, and
she had nowhere to go.
Yeah, she just, gets by that car right there, but there's just nothing. I know it looks like room, but you're traveling at a high rate of speed, and she almost made it.
Take a look from another angle. A little lower this time.
See all of this develop right there, and as these cars start sliding, more cars get involved. You just hope that a hole opens up for you.
10 of Loeffler, boy, they had high hopes for this season. It's not going to start off the way they had wanted.
You had 2 of Roush's cars involved in that. Stenhouse and Colin Brown both involved.
There you go.
Okay, let's go on board and listen.
Doing a nice job. Still clear by 3 from behind. Being in front of you. Back it down. He's up here against the wall. Up here against the wall. He's against the wall, against the wall, against the wall.
I thought she did a good job, but just know where to go. I mean,
Yeah,
not
just
so much
that's all that you can do. It's just hope, and you know, there's very little visibility that you have there. Again, even though you're slowing down, see right here, just didn't have quite enough room. She could see the cars on the left and knew she couldn't go there, so she just had to try to hold it and hope that hole cleared out.
Well, Roush Fenway loses 2 cars in this deal, both Ricky Stenhouse Jr. and the 16 of Colin Brown. All right, let's listen live right now.
Man, that was a mess. I think something's just, I couldn't turn it up the hill. I have to turn so far to the left to keep going straight. Something's really, really broken.
Yeah, we can guarantee you that. It is definitely got some damage to it.
Yeah, you know, Andy and I were just talking and watching her, how much better she was doing this time of keeping up with the draft and the pack and a little bit more aggressive. I'm sure part of that was her getting more used to it and then working on the car, but she really was doing a good job there.
She actually picked up 6 spots from 27th to 21st, and that was by passing on the racetrack. So it wasn't stuff that she had inherited, but you can see the damage now as the big one has happened here in our season opener at Daytona, and we've still got a big mess to clean up. Stay with us, though. Our 4th caution is taking out a lot of race cars.
We are just past halfway today at Daytona International Speedway, and a multi-car accident off turn 4 has claimed, among others, Danica Patrick's machine. That car being pushed back toward the garage while the field is brought down pit road. The pit road is closed, but the leaders being brought down pit road to avoid running through all the debris that this multi-car accident off turn number 4 has scattered all across the racetrack. Let's get caught up on what's happened so far with the 5-hour Energy Rapid Recap. Danica Patrick's NASCAR debut from the 15th starting position, and had some ups and downs on the day. First of all, barely missed a wreck at lap 7.
Oh, yeah, but look at this. He did a great job getting through the traffic. Checks up a little bit there, pulls that baby down to the bottom side, misses everybody. Good run early for her.
We talked before the start of the race about pit stops and what they would be like. Danica down pit road on her 2nd stop, getting some instructions from the crew.
All right, you go ahead, be easy on the motor.
Looks like she stalled out there, and that is a difficult situation she's in. She's been worried about this all week long, and it did happen to her. She stalled the car out, couldn't get it rolling, and cost herself a few spots on pit road.
And then the big wreck, and trouble found Patrick off turn number 4. The wreck starting up in front of her, and just no place to go.
No, and she was doing a good job, had the car better coming up through the field. Unfortunately, when you go to the back, you have a tendency to maybe get caught up in things like this. As you can see there, she just clips the car, turns across, no fault of her own, out into the outside wall.
10 cars involved in that wreck that began, it looked like, when the 61 of Josh Wise was clipped by the 16 of Colin Brown, and all those cars swept into the mess. As far as the lead is concerned, up front it is Tony Stewart, who is still running behind the pace car, waiting on pit stops while pit road is still closed. Radio from the 7 car just after the wreck.
But, you know, there's nothing you can do. The last time they crashed in front of me, I just held it straight, and they spun below me. This time I kept it straight, hoping they'd spin out of the way, and they did.
The tough thing about this, she didn't do anything wrong whatsoever. The problem is you have no vision. I mean, it's like a Days of Thunder movie. It's all smoke. You're just going through it. You're hoping you clear, and all of a sudden, bam, there's a car parked in front of you. I mean, she learned a lot today, no doubt about that. Cars tore up pretty bad. She'll come back and learn from this experience. But I really can't put a fault on her at all right now, Ray.
No, I can't either, Rusty. Now, as you said, you're going 190 miles an hour. You're trying to slow down, get run over from the back. Car's moving, can't see where you're going. Did what she could.
Well, we knew this was a possibility in this race today for her. So the worst scenario has played itself out. She got some good laps in. She learned a little bit today. Now she'll move forward, and we look forward to seeing her racing again when it's not a restrictor plate race to see what she can really do.
That'll be next Saturday at California with the 2nd race of the season. Meanwhile, that is John West Townley, who's going to be held 1 lap. Remember, I talked about how NASCAR was bringing the field down pit road to allow the safety workers clear access to the front straightaway to clean up the mess. Well, John West didn't get that message or or there was some confusion there, but he ran through the front straightaway instead of going down the pit road, and so he's being penalized one lap rather, by NASCAR. So caution is out for a 10-car wreck off turn number 4, just past halfway in today's race, and Danica Patrick's NASCAR debut is done.